it's Devin, and today I'm going to be showing you my makeup routine. And this intro is going to be really short, so I'm just going to get right into it now. So the first thing I do is moisturize my face, and I am using the Biotherm Aqua Source moisturizer, and I just rub that all over my face. There's no real particular reason why I use this one. It just came with my Clarisonic face washer, and I just use it because it works really well with my skin. Next, I'm just going to apply my foundation, and any of the brushes I'm using just come from this little jar. They're all no-name brushes. I really don't use expensive brushes. But anyways, the foundation I'm using is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It's a foundation, concealer, and a primer. It's in the 905 shade Ivory because I am so pale. So this foundation I actually just bought about a week ago, and it does not come out when I pump it, so I end up having to unscrew the lid and put some on my brush or just dump some right on my hand to be able to use it. But yeah, I just take a brush, a foundation brush, and I will rub that all over my face. Pretty self-explanatory, it's foundation. And I'm just gonna do a shameless YouTuber promotion right now, but I got the idea to use this foundation from Alicia Marie on YouTube. I'll have her channel linked in the description. But I saw that she used it, and at the moment when I started watching her channel, I did not have any foundation, so I thought I'd give it a chance, and I've been using it ever since. And I usually use this little mirror that I got at Claire's, and I'm using it today just because the camera was set right in front of my main mirror, so I couldn't really see the big mirror that I normally use. But if I'm sitting downstairs doing my makeup or I'm watching TV, I will use this tiny little adorable mirror, so that's just a heads up as to why I'm using that. So next I'll be using my concealer, and I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready Concealer in the shade Fair. It's number 001. And I just draw two large triangles under my eyes, and then I'll just blot out any really acne problematic areas that I want to hide. I don't have a real beauty blender. I just use this fake one to kind of blot in my concealer. I just got this from the end of some kind of makeup brush, and I tore it off because I got really irritated with it. And I know my foundation kind of has concealer in it, but I like to use concealer for extra coverage. And if anyone's looking for a good cheap concealer, I highly recommend this one, because it's the first actual concealer that I really liked. I used to have the CoverGirl liquid concealer, and I just found it to be kind of wet and sticky. I mean, I know it was a brush concealer, not like a lipstick tube kind of concealer, but I really like this one. It's cheap and it covers everything, and it doesn't look like you're actually wearing any concealer. So then I just put on my powder to kind of lock in my concealer and foundation, and I'm using the CoverGirl CG Smoothers powder, and it is in the shade 705 Translucent Fair because I am very pale. And I just take the biggest brush that I own, and it's nice and soft, and I really just rub this all over my face. I really don't actually know if this makes any difference in locking in my concealer and foundation, but I know that it makes my face less shiny, which I really like. I'll just go in with my blush. I'm using the MAC blush in the color Warm Soul, and I just take the second biggest fluffiest brush I have, and I put that all over my cheeks, and I put a little bit on my nose, forehead, and chin to just kind of give them some color so that I don't just look pale and almost sick. So I just put that all over, and I actually kind of use it as a contour on my cheeks because I don't contour my cheeks. I love using eyeshadow, and the palette I'm using right now is the Perfect Nudes palette from Style Essentials, and I am not very good at eyeshadow, but I do my best. So my signature color is usually this gold sparkly color on the top row, and I will just put that all over the actual lid of my eye and just kind of make sure that it's all blended evenly. I only generally do 2 colors on my eye. I won't do 3 or 4 because I don't know that kind of stuff, like what looks good in the crease and the outer crease and the inner crease and the lower half of my eye and the right half of my eye. It's just too complicated for me, so I tend to just put a darker shade on the lid and a lighter shade above the lid, like on the brow bone. So then I just put this really light brown all over the top part of my eye, like to the eyebrow, from the lid to the eyebrow essentially. And this just makes my eyes look a little bit darker, the skin above my eyes look a little bit darker because I'm really pale. Like I've said numerous times in this video, I'm very pale, guys. And this is just a couple shades darker than my actual skin tone, so I think that it makes it look like I'm doing like a natural eye, like you can tell I'm wearing eyeshadow, but it's not like bright pink or anything. It's not bamming your face. I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I take the same eyeshadow palette and I fill in my eyebrows. I just use the darkest brown that they have that's non-sparkly, and this is something that I've only recently started doing, and I notice it really pulls my whole face together. Like my eyebrows are normally pretty thick, but it just makes them feel less pale and gross, and it actually makes them stand out and not just look kind of broken and scraggly, if that makes sense. So next I'll apply my eyeliner, and I am in love with this eyeliner, you guys. I suck at doing eyeliner so bad. I am so terrible at it, but this one makes it look like I actually kind of know what I am doing, and I love that about it. It's got a really tiny brush, which just helps me so much so that I can smooth out all the imperfections I know that I'm gonna have. But it is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner in just the shade black. Like it's just a black matte eyeliner, and it's pretty expensive when it comes to drugstore stuff. Like it's a bit pricey, but it works so well, and I swear by this eyeliner. I love using this eyeliner. So next I'll go in with my mascara, and I'm using the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom Mascara, and I'm never really that picky with mascara, but I found that I really like this one and it's decently priced, so I try to stick with it. And this one's actually pretty empty, which is why my lashes are not turning out as dramatic as I'd like them to. And I actually bought another CoverGirl mascara. I'm not going to say which one it was because I don't want to bash CoverGirl. A lot of my products are CoverGirl, but the one that I'm using at the moment is not my favorite. I just don't like the brush. It's not my favorite, and I don't know if other people like it, but I know it's just not my cup of tea, so I'm definitely going to stick with this one next time. The last step to my makeup is putting on lipstick, and you guys know I love my lipstick. I am such a lipstick person. I love it so much more than gloss, and I tend to use pretty dark lipsticks, and the one I'm using today I am so in love with. I've been using it a lot recently. It is the Milani Matte Love lipstick, and it's just this really rich dark plum color. It's number 73 if anybody wants to go check it out, but it is something I am absolutely in love with. I scored on the color. It's actually the exact color I went looking for. This is my finished makeup look. This is what I do every time I film a video with slight variations on the colors, and then all I have to do is find something to do with my hair and pick an outfit, and I am ready to film. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all of my social media, and be on the lookout for my next video. This is all from me, my Shelfie.